Outliers 作者係 Malcolm Gladwell， 我一位朋友最喜愛嘅書。咁呢位朋友咧就喺香港某大銀行度做一個中層員工，不斷係升職上位加人工。咁喺事業嘅意義嚟講，絕對係一位成功人士。而呢本書咧就係一本 Story of Success 成功的故事。咁就會唔會太勵志咧？我開頭都驚嘅。咁但係咧睇完啦，睇得完，即係咧都中意睇嘅。咁佢係 Penguin 出版嘅。要用一句説話去講呢本書講乜咧，就會係其實所有成功嘅背後嗰條方程式咧，都係有跡可尋嘅。所有嘅成功人士，無論係超級富豪、超級巨星、天才神童都好啦，佢哋嘅成功咧，絕對唔係話真係咁神秘或者係驚天動地嘅。可能係一啲後天嘅努力、後天嘅運氣，或者一啲先天嘅優勢。咁講好似好廢話係咪？咁但係呢本書咧就同我哋講一啲真實嘅故事，而當中最吸引我嘅概念咧係嗰個家族文化遺產，同埋佢嗰個社區種族文化遺產。咁所以咧某啲家庭背景出身嘅人特別容易喺某方面成功，又或者某啲國籍種族嘅人咧喺某方面特別容易成功。咁我哋睇嘅題目係中學生應否暑假補課暑假到啦，好應景。咁今年咧我就同我升6A 嘅一班咧就補得都幾多課，合共會補3日。3日對我嚟講係算多㗎啦，因為英文科只係一個正常中學生7科其中1科，仲要今年暑假咁短，而我咧閒閒地每堂都係3-4個鐘，咁對我嘅個人習慣嚟講，今年係特別多啊。咁會唔會係因為受到呢本書嘅感召影響咧？咁我哋好快就會知道啦。今日呢個辯論咧，我哋分成2部分，首先係反方，中學生不應暑期補課，辯論員請出場。The reformers drove for ways to reduce time spent studying, because long periods of respite could save the mind from injury. Hence the elimination of Saturday classes, the shortening of the school day, and the lengthening of vacation, all of which occurred over the course of the 19th century. 咁啲教育改革家咧就好努力，千方百計咁樣去縮短上堂返學嘅時間，因為咧長時間嘅休養生息先至可以保護到我哋嘅腦袋思想免受損。因此咧，我哋就廢除咗星期6上堂呢個做法，亦都去縮短返學嘅時數，同埋加長呢個嘅假期。呢一啲咧都係喺19世紀進行嘅舉措嚟嘅。Teachers would caution that when students are required to study, their bodies should not be exhausted by long confinement, nor their minds bewildered by prolonged application. Rest also presented particular opportunities for strengthening cognitive and analytical skills. 咁老師咧就收到指示，佢哋知道咧，當學生真係要上堂讀書嘅時候咧，佢哋嘅身體係唔應該受到長時間嘅禁錮、長時間嘅疲勞轟炸㗎。佢哋嘅腦袋仔咧，亦都唔應該長時間運用之下咧，搞到佢哋暈暈頓頓。休養生息咧，係會帶俾一個人咧獨特嘅機會，令佢哋可以提升鞏固佢哋嘅認知同埋分析技巧。As one contributor to the Massachusetts teacher suggested, it is when thus relieved from the state of tension belonging to actual study that boys and girls, as well as men and women, acquire the habit of thought and reflection, and of forming their own conclusions, independently of what they are taught.And the authority of others。咁馬薩諸塞州一位老師就表示啦，冇錯啦，就係呢一種咧絕對放鬆嘅放假狀態咧，冇壓力、冇緊張感嘅時候咧，男男女女、老老幼幼咧， 先至可以真正去習得一個思考嘅習慣，一個反思嘅習慣，同埋形成佢哋自己嘅結論嘅一個習慣。而呢啲結論呢，唔係由老師教俾佢哋，唔係由學校教俾佢哋，唔係由其他任何人硬塞俾佢哋嘅一啲權威性結論，係佢哋自己得出嘅結論。This idea that effort must be balanced by rest could not be more different from ancient notions about study and work, of course. But then again, the ancient worldview was shaped by the rice paddy. In the Pearl River Delta, the rice farmer planted 2 and sometimes 3 crops a year. The land was fallow only briefly. In fact, one of the singular features of rice cultivation is that, because of the nutrients carried by the water used in irrigation, the more a plot of land is cultivated, the more fertile it gets. 其實西方人呢一個關於工作同休息一定要平衡嘅呢個諗法，同亞洲嘅思想真係差天共地啊！分歧咧大到無可再大。咁只不過咧亞洲人嘅世界觀咧，其實係由佢哋嗰個種米嗰塊田地嗰度係塑造出嚟嘅呢個世界觀。就喺呢個珠江三角洲地帶咧，呢啲種稻米嘅農夫咧，一年係會種2至3浸米嘅。咁呢塊地咧係極少嘅時間係會荒廢空置嘅。咁事實上咧，種稻米嘅一大特色咧，就係佢哋嗰啲營養係會由灌溉嘅水所運送嘅。咁因此咧，一塊地咧，越種得多，越種得勁咧，塊地就會越肥沃。But in Western agriculture, the opposite is true.Unless a wheat or cornfield is left fallow every few years, the soil becomes exhausted. Every winter, fields are empty. The hard labor of spring planting and fall harvesting is followed, like clockwork, by the slower pace of summer and winter. 但係西方人唔係咁樣種嘢嘅，佢哋調翻轉嘅。除非一個麥田、一塊粟米田咧，每隔幾年丟空一下咧。否則嗰啲泥土就會玩謝啊！每年冬天咧，田地係會丟空置嘅。咁春天好努力去種植，然後秋天又會好勤力咁收成。咁但係咧，夏天同埋冬天咧就會慢落嚟，嘆慢板，係一個規律嚟嘅，好似齒輪咁樣係一定會發生嘅。This is the logic the reformers applied to the cultivation of young minds. We formulate new ideas by analogy, working from what we know toward what we don't know. And what the reformers knew were the rhythms of the agricultural seasons. A mind must be cultivated, but not too much, lest it be exhausted. And what was the remedy for the dangers of exhaustion? The long summer vacation.A peculiar and distinctive American legacy that has had profound consequences for the learning patterns of the students of the present day. 以上呢套邏輯呢，就係我哋嘅教育改革者咧套用喺培植下一代身上嘅同一套邏輯。冇辦法啦，因為我哋係用類比去諗嘢嘅。我哋會用我哋所熟悉知道嘅嘢套落去我哋冇咁認識嘅嘢身上，而教育改革者所認知嘅就係我哋種植農耕季節嘅韻律。同樣道理，一個人呢係一定要去培植培育嘅，但又唔可以過咗火喎，否則就會玩謝咗佢噶啦。咁而對於玩謝一個人呢種危機，我哋又有咩嘅解決方法呢？就係放個長嘅暑假啦。呢個真係一個奇異而獨特嘅美國文化遺產，而佢係對今時今日嘅學生嘅學習模式係有深遠影響嘅。好啦，反方嘅論點我哋睇到呢度。覺得暑假真係好正係咪？覺得讀咁多書真係壞腦係咪？咁所以呢，我哋今日嚟到呢度 準備全新暑假投奔初夏。下一節翻嚟呢，我哋就會聽下正方嘅論點。夠膽聽嘅朋友，夠膽聽下點解中學生一定要補課嘅話呢，記住繼續收睇。